Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. योग्यता विचारे चुना पाई योग्यता विचारे चुना पाई तुम्हारा Oh Gurudev, oh spiritual master, give to this servant just one drop of mercy. I am lower than a blade of grass. Give me all help, give me strength. Let me be as you are, without desires or aspirations. I offer you all respects, for thus I have the energy to know you correctly. Then, by chanting the holy name in great ecstasy, I offer my offense, all my offenses will cease. When will such mercy fall to this one who is weak and devoid of intelligence? Allow me to be with you. If you examine me, you will find no qualities. Your mercy is all that I am made of. If you are not merciful unto me, I can only be, and I will not be able to maintain my life. Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. That's it. Yeah. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Today, Sri Radha Shyam Sundar are here. Sri Radha Shyam Sundar ki, for their pleasure, we are singing this song. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. How many here have gone to Vrindavan? Okay, who have not gone to Vrindavan, if you know? Now is your chance to go along with us, right? So I will propose something. Don't see this projection. Actually, switch it off. Focus on the words and try to remember that place. Meditate on this bhajan, right? You will actually, but still you can repeat. Just by hearing me, you can repeat. Sometimes when it is in front of you, you don't repeat. You just keep just saying it with your tongues. Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Moha. कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरविषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरित्रपहतमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वर। ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थांगतो विवा यत् स्मरेत् पुंडरीकाक्षः साभ्याभ्यान्तरम्। Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. One more Sunday evening. So many Sundays are going in life, one after the other. But this is a special Sunday because today is Ekadashi. Right? A very auspicious, very spiritually potent day. Am I audible to everybody? Yeah? Hare Krishna. How can you pass on the water bottle? No, no. Any water bottle. There is water in this. It's okay. I don't know whose water bottle is this. Hare Krishna. So today is Ekadashi and this week we have Narsimha Chaturdashi. Narsimha. So we have a special program on Wednesday. So please tell all your bosses who are there in your offices that you are going to go early on Wednesday. Right? So you can come here by 5:30. 5:30 will start the Abhishekam. You can come early also, little early. You want to change your dress, you can keep your dress in your bag. We have a youth center above, you can come here. You want to take bath and change, or this change, it's up to you. Right? On a festival day, we'll try to come in devotional clothes, and if it's not, that's okay. Come in clothes. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So section 1, becoming detached from the material world, 15th chapter. So last week we discussed on the first verse and a lot more than the verse. We'll repeat the verse once again. Shri Bhagavan Avacha Uddhva Moolam Adha Shakham Ashvakham Prabhravyayam Chandasmi Yasya Varnani Yashtam Veda Saveda Vid. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree and has its roots upward. Banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. Am I listening? Yeah, it's like it. Yeah, I think the PowerPoint is a problem. Yeah. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Right?
It's not coming there.
It was coming, so I'll make this appear. See? Anyway. So Krishna doesn't want us to know this tree. Anyway, so one who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. So again, it's okay. So last week, let's see the highlights of this verse. So essence of the shloka, one who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. They explain in the purport as follows. After discussing Bhakti Yoga, one may question, what about the Vedas? Chapter 15 describes the purpose of the Vedic study is to understand Krishna. Therefore, one who is in Krishna consciousness, engaged in devotional service, already knows the Vedas. Very good. Yeah. So, last week, while we discussed this, we discussed about how difficult it is to go out of the material world. Right? Can anyone try to remember some points that we discussed last week? Something at all? Yes. Prabhu, can somebody pass on the mic there? The mic is there. That probably is 15 minutes. Just pass the mic. Whatever comes to your mind. So what is so difficult to cross the material world? What is so difficult to go out of this? How many did not attend last week, if you read? Okay. So you can hear it and take the point. This rule. Hare Krishna.
Many things. But the most striking point which I like was you took the example of patrimony and AOT. And the point which you had stressed a lot is that the husband says that my wife is not devotee, and the wife says that my husband is not like devotee. But we always try to find fault with others, but actually we don't have to change the whole world, or we don't have to blame others, or we don't have to expect others to change. Whether in simple language what you said that it doesn't matter whether my wife is devotee or not, but the point is I should try to become Kartan Muni and vice versa for the uh, Mataji as well. So one of the most important points was that rather than trying others to change or even blame on others, we should try to change ourselves. And if we change ourselves, everything else will become better. And that the false ego, the mithya ahankara,
Yes.
that is the root cause of all the conflict. And if we let the false ego go, you have said many points stressing on this point about the false ego, how the false ego is creating conflict and how we should let it go.
Yeah.
And if that false ego, me in the center goes, then we can be liberated and go back to, I mean, not go backward, but that is the first step to further progress on the higher level.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Thank you. I'm very grateful, Prabhuji. You reminded me what I spoke. Thank you. Anybody else, any other points you remember? What we spoke last week? Essence Prabhuji already told. Yes, we Prabhuji. We pass on the mic. Yeah.
Two points that I one is the
Is it on?
one is the desire is the root cause of us being in this material world. So we need to detach that desire or cut off that desire. So that's one. The second is, as Prabhuji is saying, is that we need to purify ourselves. We need to cleanse ourselves or the heart and say of the anarthas and so, and that is where will lead us to like progress in this spiritual journey.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anybody else? Mataji's? No Mataji heard last class? You want to say something? Surbi Mataji.
You told that Vedas are compared with the leaves of the tree, and we can use them either for fugitive activities or for our
Correct. Yeah. It's up to us how we use the Vedas. Yeah. Sometimes a flowery language which can take away from God also. Vedas is surveyor, Amar Vedya. Yes. Any other point?
Banyan tree is a reflection, like it's temporary and it's a reflection of what is in the spiritual.
Yes. Banyan tree is a reflection. That here it is temporary. Whatever here is temporary. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Perverted was the word.
Perverted. Perverted reflection. That is there in this purport actually. In purport Prabhupada says perverted reflection. Any other points? Yes, Lilananda, please. Yeah.
Krishna gives more, and if he likes more, then he'll give more different ways, more to make us do more near to him.
Yeah. If Krishna likes us, he gives more difficulties. Can I put it in a little different way? If Krishna likes us, he wants us sooner. So treatment also will be very, very high MG. Soon, jaldi aao, khatam karo. Yes, Mataji.
Krishna Prabhu will always find to escape from it. I'll go to Vrindavan, now I'll go to Vrindavan. And with the example of Prabhupada also, Prabhuji, how to, satisfy our senses.
Hmm.
The emotional senses which we crave for it, how to satisfy them in different ways.
Correct.
That is not only the material way of satisfying it, we have all the spiritual ways we can satisfy.
Yes. how do we spiritually decrease the hunger of the senses? Right? Very good.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other points? Most of it you already spoke. It's amazing. Very nice recap. So the goal is internal purification. Prabhupada. We can fake the whole world. Even in spiritual life, we can fake it around devotees. But how can you fake it around this person who's sitting inside the heart? He's going to catch you red-handed. You are torturing your whole family and you are telling you go to Vrindavan. You think want to give him a Vrindavan or what? Right? He doesn't want us in Vrindavan. He wants Vrindavan here, not Vrindavan outside. Right? When your heart is like Vrindavan, where you are ready to accept anything that Krishna does, with love, with gratitude, then we automatically enter Vrindavan. Right? So, Prabhupada specifically told about Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya is not only about using things in Krishna's service and not renouncing them, it's also about using us, using our own consciousness in Krishna's service and not, rejecting it, right? Not rejecting anything that comes to us. I know it's a very, very high philosophy, but we have to accept it. Otherwise, we will not make progress. Like Prabhuji recapped last week, we read 2 verses of Kardamuni, and I'm sure some people became uncomfortable. How can Prabhupada say like this? What is this? What is that? But that is the truth. You want to be Kardamuni, you don't need a Devahuti to become Kardamuni. And if you want to be Devahuti, you don't need a Kardamuni to become Devahuti. And by the way, Kardamuni did not become Kardamuni after Devahuti came. He was Kardamuni. And Devahuti did not become Devahuti because she got married to Kardamuni. She was Devahuti. Right? That's a call we have to take internally. That do I really want to change? Why we are talking all this is because when you say getting out of this material tree, it's not about some mechanical process. It's a change that has to come within. Am I right to change? Am I dominating people? And which is the place we choose to dominate people? Home. If outside you go and dominate, you will get a slap directly, then another, isn't it? But which is the place where people are most vulnerable? Home. Because what is the biggest thing that what is the biggest reason why we do all this in the house? Because we take them for granted. We take them for granted, isn't it? कुछ भी करूँगा, क्या कर लेंगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा? Right? I'm not in a good mood. I can scold my mother. I'm not in a good mood. I can scold my mother. Is it right? No. Well, that's what we do. Right after you come home, your mother will say, "Arey, did you eat? Amma, how many times? You don't talk to me like this. I come and talk to you. I'm in a call. Right? And she is asking you whether you eat or you have eaten something or can come or she's just inquiring. But she's the most vulnerable person to take your kid. Right? And these days, even in marriages, what is the easiest thing to ruin a family? Break the family. Totally break the family. One partner is going to cry. And by the way, other partner also will cry. Right? We want to keep our false ego with ourselves in the name of being correct or being wrong. I am correct always. How many people feel 99% of the time you are correct? Others are pure devotees. And 99% of the time, they are correct. मैं कैसे correct नहीं हूँ? That is false ego. Why are you here in this material world? Because you are not correct. That is the reason you are here. Right? But anyway, let us take the next verse. Let us go a little further about material world. These verses are not by hearted, so please excuse me for the mistakes. Adahas chodhvam prashastratasya shakha adhas chodhvam प्रशस्तस्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवाल गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवाल अधश्च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धिनी मनुष्यलोके. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat after me. The branches of this tree extend downwards and upwards, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has its roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Right? So the roots are going down and they are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. We want to do fruitive actions. We want to do many, many activities in this material world. And we create so many attachments to what we do. They are like roots that are bound. Right? Fruitive activities. But if you do those activities for Krishna, they are not bound. Karma, what is it? Yajnartha karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tad artha karma kontaya mukta sangha samachara. We can become mukta when you understand how to perform that karma. Krishna says in the second chapter. Let us read the translation. Please be attentive. The description of the banyan tree is further explained here. Its branches spread in all directions. In the lower parts, there are variegated manifestations of living entities. Human beings, animals, horses, cows, dogs, cats, software engineers, etc. Now you become attentive. These are situated on the lower parts of the branches, whereas on the upper parts are the higher forms of living entities, the demigods, Gandharvas, and many other higher species of life. As a tree is nourished by water, so this tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Sometimes we find that a tract of land is barren for want of sufficient water, and sometimes a tract is very green. Similarly, whether particular modes of material nature are proportionately greater in quantity, the different species of life are manifested accordingly. Very deep statements. It's more deeper than the translation. If Prabhupada is writing, we'll well into this. The twigs of the tree are considered to be the sense objects. By development of the different modes of nature, we develop different senses. And by the senses, we enjoy different varieties of sense objects. The tips of the branches are the senses. And the ears, nose, eyes, etc., which are attached to the enjoyment of different sense objects. The twigs are sound, the twigs, right, through which we enjoy sound, form, touch, and so on, the sense objects. The subsidiary roots are attachments and aversions, which are byproducts of different varieties of suffering and sense enjoyment. The tendencies towards piety and impiety are considered to develop from these secondary roots, which spread in all directions. The real root is from Brahmaloka, and the other roots are in the human planetary systems. After one enjoys the results of virtuous activities in the upper planetary systems, he comes down to this earth and renews his karma, and fruitive activities for promotion. This planet of human beings is considered the field of activities. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. How he has broken the whole, subject into, I think this purport needs many, many purports. If you really meditate on one line. Let's go one line. The description of the banyan tree further explains branches spread in all directions. In the lower parts, there are variegated manifestations of living entities, human beings, etc., etc. These are situated on the lower planets of the branches, whereas upper planets with all demigods, Gandharvas, etc., etc. As a tree is nourished by water, this tree is nourished by the three modes of mental nature. Right? So Trigunas are nourishing this tree. Right? Prakriti is nourishing this tree. It is through that strings it is holding all of us. What do Tamoguna people do in the evening? Definitely not what we are doing. Right? Evening is the best time to go and drink alcohol, not Chardamrut. Right? But devotees take Chardamrut in the evening. Like tomorrow, like after 3 days, we are going to get Chardamrut of Narsindev. All your diseases will go away as soon as you drink the Chardamrut of Narsindev. Are you all ready for it? Yes, right? So Tamoguna is nourishing the people in tamasic situation. Sattva is nourishing the people who want to be pious, who want to be happy, who are very inclined towards knowledge, right? That's what they are attracted to. And Rajoguna is nourishing the people who have desires. The person who has desires, what does Durga Ma do? If a person is there with desires, full choices, right? More options, more choices, right? He has everything, but he will not be satisfied. He cannot be satisfied. That fellow he will not be satisfied in life. And he cannot see anybody else also satisfied. You all are working in software companies. Just meditate on your boss. Close your eyes. What is he satisfied? Is his boss satisfied? Have you done enough? I think we have done enough in the company. It's going enough. Percentage is okay. Are you satisfied? No. Is Google satisfied? Huh? Everything you are seeing in Google now, still that fellow is satisfied? No. I want to show more. Right? First I could search only with words. Now I can search with images. Then I can search with voices. Then I can search with videos. Right? I don't know. You can search for taste also. If this thing is heard by Sundar Pichai, he will tell on his screen. Try to search on taste. Huh?
They started investigating on smell.
Started investigating on smell. Right? So you can write, I like to eat something bitter with a little bit of, karam, goram, whatever. Right? And search. And immediately it becomes, okay, pachadi. Right? So depending on taste, it will give you the option. I don't know where this is going. Right? No end to desires. And people want more and more and more. They expect things to come out of Google. Google God. Everything has to be Google Devta. What was it? Google Mata. Google Pita. One day Google Day also will come. Mother's Day, Father's Day is there. And Google Day. That day nobody will talk anything, just Google. Right? Madness. People become mad. There is no end to it. I'll share something. Recently, I was taking my father to hospital, so I was a little bit tensed, because I have to go. He's sitting in the car. If some oxygen problem comes, I have to reach soon. So generally, when you take a patient, you have that thing in your mind. And as soon as I on the car, it gave this yellow check light, engine check light. What nonsense is this? And not at this time, because this is the only car I have. I have to take in this only. And doctor is already appointment is taken. I have to take him. I can't take him in a taxi. Ambulance will take another 3-4 hours to come. What should I do? Okay, let me take. And then I clicked on what exactly is that thing. It said the right front tire has lower pressure. What? Right front tire has lower pressure. Is it a warning? We all our life have driven with no pressure in any tire. We never cared about it. Big deal. Isn't it? But now this stupid light is making me tense. Right? Because you don't know how the whole circuit is inside. Because of that one lower pressure, that yellow light can become red and then the whole engine can stop. It's not in my hands. Isn't it? Earlier, if Bajaj Chetak could not start, what will you do? Right? First thing is kick. 5, 6, 10 kicks. After that, bend. Right? Even if it doesn't start, then what? Actually kick. Have you tried that? It works actually. Yes, right angle, you kick it. It will start also. It has its own way of, mechanically you can do a lot of things. But what do you do with stupid technology? Huh? Some stupid software is running inside. Because of one low tire pressure, it can suddenly stop the vehicle. Electrical vehicles, what is the danger? They'll stop and you can't restart it. Khatam. It has decided to stop. Your decision is made. Khatam, you cannot do anything. And no mechanic can help you. You go to the mechanical, sir, I don't have that computer. You have to go to the workshop only. And I cannot take a Hyundai vehicle to Tata workshop, Tata vehicle to Renault workshop, Renault vehicle to some other workshop. I cannot do that. I have to go to that workshop only. And if that worker says, "Mera mood अच्छा नहीं है," in that workshop, he can tell that. You don't have a choice. Huh? That's it. He'll tell, sir. So, why am I taking the example? Look at how intricately, the human intelligence is taking us to a point where we are getting more and more dependent. More and more dependent. Actually, we are not becoming independent. We are becoming more and more dependent with the increase in technology. And everything is controlled. Even if you are okay with not being controlled, you are forcefully controlled. This forcefully controlled, right? I am okay with one tire less air. Big deal. Yeah, thoda vehicle ऐसे रहेगा. That's okay. Right? That's okay. I'll make one heavy person sit that side. Become straight. Oh yeah. So you can do a lot of things. But what do you do if the vehicle is stopping for a little thing? So I went there and I told Dalek, "Jaldi bhar, hawa bhar." That fellow came and he put the first time in my life I saw he put the air in the tire and the warning went away. Wow. Should I say wow or yo? What should I tell? It's not wow. It's actually a very big problem. Right? Because so much is automated. So much is being tracked. Now just imagine if human intelligence is taken to a point where so much is being tracked, what about God's intelligence? How are we being tracked in this material world? Huh? We cannot see that yellow light or red light. That we cannot see. But every little thing is being tracked. Our every action is being tracked. I was hearing a lecture from my Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, recently. I put it in one group also, please hear it. He was saying, the way you treat others, every little thing is being tracked. Don't think you can escape it. You cannot. Even if you have 1,000 reasons to justify why you are treating somebody like that, you will get it back. Right? Even in a subtle way, whatever you are treating. If you are making your spouse, you are torturing your spouse with your own reasons, you are going to get that spouse in next life. You will get it. That is the cycle of karma, right? That is the cycle of karma. You have not taken care of your children. You will take birth to that person, he will not take care of you. You are mistreating your parents. Your children will give you back with interest. With interest, they will give you back. You cannot escape. You cannot escape. You cannot give reasons, I am, like last week I was telling you, I am angry because she spoke to me like that. You are angry because you want to be angry. Your false ego is out of your control. That's the reason you are angry. It's your choice to be angry or not. Right? Anger is one step away from danger. One word away from ANGER. And D to that. What is it? Danger. If you are angry, okay, let me ask this one thing. How many people think you are speaking sense when you are angry? But what are you thinking when you are angry? I am absolutely speaking sense. Isn't it? When you're angry, whatever you speak is actually nonsense. You want to cut off the opposite person, I'm talking to you. Right? I want to push my point through. Because that's what anger does. That's what anger does. And why are you angry? Very angry. Because your attachment is being disturbed. Your false ego is being disturbed. That's all it is. That's all it is. You had a plan to have peaceful breakfast, watching some stupid, video. And your wife will come and sit there and she'll tell, can you discuss about tomorrow's program? No, not now. Why? Because your desire was to watch that video. Not because she wants to discuss tomorrow's program. My desire is being disturbed. I don't want anybody to disturb my desires. I have my fixed thing. At this time I do this, don't come and disturb me. Why? But you're living in a family. Krishna will test everything in you. Krishna will test everything. He'll give that thing into your life and then he'll check. How much are you ready for it? Right? Unlimited desires. Prabhupada is telling here. Senses and sense objects. We are attracted by our senses to the sense objects. What is that verse? The senses getting attracted to sense objects. Dhyayato Vishwapumsan? Yeah, that is that also is Dhyayato Vishwapumsan Sangaste Jyodhayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodha Vijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammohat Sammohat Smriti Vibhrama Smriti Bhramashat Buddhi Nasho Buddhi Nashat Pranashati Buddhi Nashat Gachibowli Buddhi Nashat Chandanagar Buddhi Nashat, where did you say? Kondapur, Buddhi Nashat, Kondapur. What does it mean? We are taking birth in these areas because of Buddhi Nashat. Right? Because we are not. Anybody else from any new area again? Why are you here? Because, what is it?
That sloka is coming every serial. Prabhupada Sammoha is that scene, that anger coming scene. That sloka only repeated so many times.
Which scene?
Sammoha.
Smriti Vibhrama, Smriti Bhamashat, Buddhi Nasho.
There most of the serials are very serious which we get. That sloka is running backside.
Yes, the sloka is running back here. Which TV serial is showing?
So many earlier serials.
Really? I never saw this.
It's a good one.
Okay, I will tell about now. Just observe me nicely. I'll tell you. Krodhat Bhavati Sammohat. Prabhuji, what is that you are doing? Don't play nice. Krodhat Bhavati. Prabhuji, kya hai Prabhuji? Krodhat Bhavati Sammohat. Sammohat Smriti Vibhrama. Prabhuji, manchi sakit ko ye na kuchna thi. Satsang Prabhuji. Smriti Bhamashat Buddhi Nasho. Ye Buddha da band is kono sir. Nadam parnal. Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati. Everybody, am I controlling anger? Can I speak about this verse? Do I have the qualification to speak about this verse? This is the situation of a preacher and Krishna consciousness. Right? He's struggling with his own senses and he's doing nonsense in his life, but he has to purify. So this verse is repeated. By sitting here, Prabhu, you actually reflect on your own life. Or Krishna will give you immediate reaction. After the class, there will be a double class. Right? There will be so many classes. So we have to. Now here Prabhupada is saying something else. He's saying the twigs of the tree are considered to be the sense objects. By development of different modes of nature, we develop different senses, and with the senses we enjoy different varieties of sense objects. By senses we enjoy different varieties of sense objects. How many like variety? Variety? Both way. Right? Every day you want a different breakfast, right? Every day you want different breakfast, different dinner, different, right? And everything you want it different, right? Now I'll share something. Recently, I was driving on the road and I saw mango fellow selling mangoes. The mangoes are everywhere. You also see. So I saw the mango. It is Alfonso mango, 50 rupees per kg. Yeah, 50 rupees per kg. Don't ask me where. That is not the class. That is not the class board. Right? Baingan also 60 kg, 50 kg is going on now. They are now, the prices have come down. So I was sharing with my wife, I was talking to her. Exactly 1.5 months back or something, when we were coming from Medipatnam, she wanted to buy Himayat mangoes. And we stopped and we asked, well, how much kg? He said 300 rupees kg. How many you get for, how many mangoes you get for 300? 1.5 or 2. If they are big or small, they are maybe 3 or 4. 300 rupees, right? Per kg. And I was telling my wife, why don't we wait a little? We can get it. She said, okay, we'll wait a little. Let's wait a little. But if you really look at it, Prabhu, just meditate on this. So I saw the same mangoes, what was 300 kg, now available 50 rupees also. 50 also, 60 also. Now what can I learn out of this? If you really think about this, when it is the right time, you'll receive everything at a low cost. When it is not the right time, when you try to squeeze it, you have to pay more. Can you learn this one lesson? Because time नहीं है. March, no mangoes will come, but in February itself, you start keeping mangoes. And how much is the cost of mangoes? 300, 400, 500 also they'll keep the mangoes, right? And you have to pay more to get the mangoes. Is that true? Now let me ask another question. Is the mango more tasty now or in February? Now only. Right? So you are paying more for a not so tasty mango, but still, you're not getting the taste. Right? But if you just wait a little, when the season has started, the real mangoes have come into the market and they're available abundantly, the cost is also less. So Krishna is providing for sense gratification. Krishna is not against sense gratification, but he's telling the regulated way. Regulated means what? Right thing at the right time, in the right proportion. In the right proportion. Regulation, not restriction. There's a difference between word restriction and regulation. Restrictions mean no. Regulation means restrictedly in a proper authorized way. Krishna is he against about male-female association? No, he created male and female. Why will he be against it? But he is regulating it. He is saying at the right time, in the right way, with the right person. Right? Same thing of mango, you can apply to your life also. We all can apply to our life. By reading this verse, it's not that I have to completely control my senses. Engage your senses in service of Krishna. Engage your service in service of Krishna in a regulated way, in a respectful way, right? And with a proper way. And you'll actually, what will happen? You'll enjoy more. You'll enjoy more. Right? But if I don't regulate, what is the outside world doing? At the age of 16, I want a girlfriend. At the age of 17, I want a boyfriend. Right? At a small age, people are getting into relationships. Do you pay more for that? Of course you pay handsome for that. You will pay your entire innocence. You will be exploited for that. That is your real payment. You will be exploited for that. And when exactly the time of marriage comes, right? You are rotten. You are rotten from within. And then this beautiful, Mataji or this nice Prabhuji will come into your life. But by that time, you already spent most of your purity ahead of time with somebody you should not have spent it. What specialness is there in the marriage after that? Nothing. Just like that mangoes that you have to eat now. You already eaten so much, your diabetes shooted up, and now it is for cheap, but doctor is doing stop eating. And what can I do now? Now the mangoes are abundantly available, but I can't eat now. Or you spend so much. And Doing it later also is bad. Mango season has got over, but still I want mangoes. What will happen again? Again the rate will go. If you want to eat mangoes in July, right? You, your wife, 20 insects together can eat the mangoes. Right? Family members will increase in July. You, your wife, and 20 insects. As soon as you open, they are also eating, you are also eating. So, मेरे को खाने दो. Right? Huh? So that is also a problem. What is the right age? What is the right age for brahmacharya? What is the right age for grahastha? What is the right age for vanaprastha? Right? If you pull your grahastha ashram into vanaprastha ashram, you will eat along with insects. You are supposed to stop some things at a certain time. Right? You are thinking about expanding your empire and properties even at the age of 60. If I tell 50, people will beat me. But even at 50, you are supposed to stop that. Right? But we are doing that also in that. What will happen? Will you be happy? You cannot be happy. The time you are supposed to do what? If you do it after it also, before it also, there is a problem. How many agree with this? Huh? Clearly, we all agree with this. But we are trying to do this. People get married at the age of 45. At the age of 45, people are getting married. You know that? Some people are getting married at the age of 45. Because why so much late? I was searching for the perfect person. Right? As if you are a perfect person. Huh? And Mother Durga is saying, perfect person, this goodness again. At the age of 45, he'll marry somebody, who will make him feel like he's 85 when he's 45. Right? And children will be born with no proper energy, with so many physically handicapped problems, mentally handicapped. After a certain age, when you don't have proper energy in you, you cannot. Sometimes I see, some grandparents walking with their children in gated communities. But I don't go and ask them, are you his grandparent or no? If I do that mistake, they get, who is my son? Your son, right? He looks like a grandfather. His child is छोटा बच्चा. Grandmother and grandfather. Infosys director, Amazon vice president. I have a child in the kindergarten. मेरा बेटा है. क्या करें? At least they could manage having one kid. Otherwise, it's a very famous phrase in software now. DINKS. You know that?
Yeah.
DINKS. Huh?
No son, no family.
Double income?
Double income,
No kids. Double income, no kids.
Now it's famous.
No, it's already famous, bro. Bangalore it was famous, now it has come to Hyderabad. Double income, no kids. DINKS. DINKS. Very famous. Right? When will we have children? When will you marry? See, this culture is actually Western culture. Western culture.
European culture, bro.
I used to, Europe is the one who spread their wings into West. And they created all that thing. The point is, I used to have this customer a long time ago. His name was Laurie. Not as a full name, research. She was like 45 or 48 years old. I was like 30, 32 that time in America, in Boston. And she didn't marry. And she wants to be fit. She wants to be fit. Every day morning she'll run to the office. Full jogging and running and full fit body and this and that. So after working for some time, I became a little, accustomed to working with Laurie, and she used to call me Lax Man. He-Man, Superman, Lax Man. Because my name is LAXMAN. So, Lax Man. She was struggling to tell how to tell. I said, okay, you can call me Lax Man. Became comfortable. Hanuman. So, I asked her once, So, and she became, but I don't want to get personal there. But they don't want to get married. She said, I want to reach a certain point in my career, and after that I think about family. After that, can there be a family? Right? No, but sense gratification. All this is also sense gratification. Frustrated. But will you stop your senses until you become married then? No, you cannot. So what will you do? You will get into illicit relationships. You will get into illicit sex. You will go into extramarital affairs. You will go into all these kinds of nonsense. Right? That's what is going on now. That's what is going on right now. You cannot control your senses. Right? A girl is 30-year-old, she is not married in the office. She has senses. They are craving for that gratification. That age is already crossed. Right? Now you're almost frustrated. Now you get married at that age, then it's like mangoes in July. Huh? Yeah. Right? Or too early is also a problem. See, everything. Krishna is not against. Krishna is saying be regulated. Follow the Bhakti. Right? But we will not. Today's world doesn't. Have you seen so many people buying fruits all around the clock? Right? People buy watermelons in winter. They are available in winter also. I don't know from where they get these watermelons in winter. Right? And that, what is that? That boothwala fruit. Dragon fruit. That looks like it goes for right? That thing is available throughout the clock. I don't know why we need dragon. That's all. Huge I have to put dragon fruit. Let dragons remain in dragon land. Why do you want to bring to Hyderabad? People want to have everything at every time. And you pay the price for it, right? You pay the price for it. Your health, you pay the price for it. Your tongue will be satisfied, but you pay the price for it. Eat the right vegetable at the right time, eat the right fruit at the right time, and at the less cost. No, I want more. So, Prabhu, this material world is created to fulfill our desires. This material world is created to fulfill our desires, but it will make you frustrated in the process. Nobody can fulfill his desires. Have you seen one single person who came and told, I'm completely satisfied? Sometimes he gets very frustrated, then he'll tell that. Right? When he gets too frustrated, he'll tell that. You know, I'm बहुत खुश हूँ मैं, बहुत खुश हूँ, एकदम खुश. That means the fellow's frustration has gone beyond a point. But he doesn't want to discuss also. Right? There is nobody in the material world who has settled. Any male person who thinks he was settled? Ask settlement settle हो गया एकदम घर वो सब set हो गया. And you will be scared to tell that also, because if you tell I'm settled, you might change the settlement. Better not tell. Better let not. So every time you go in front of God, right? Will you say, Krishna, I'm very happy. Actually, you know, I'm very settled, Krishna. You say like that? Why will you not tell? If you tell, you might change it. Such a isn't it? Even when you have everything going right, you'll go and cry in front of Krishna. And Krishna gave you everything. Why are you crying? Because you want more. You want more. You already have, but you want more. Tendency of accumulation. I want to accumulate more and more and more for the bad times. But while you are accumulating, that whole time is bad time only. You are accumulating. More house, one more flat. Prabhuji, why are you looking so sad? Prabhuji, home loan, Prabhuji, too much or Prabhuji, you know, not able. Where is all that? Huh? Seriously? What kind of suggestion are you giving? Right? No, Prabhuji, I will clear the home loan in 5 years, Prabhuji. कितने years का लोन है? 20 साल का है. How will you clear in 5 years? Prabhu, I work day and night. My wife will also work. She is going under, why? You know, a health problem. I am also doing health problem, but Prabhu will finish 5 years. I'll finish the home loan. After 5 years, you met him. Prabhu, why are you looking so sad? Oh God, Prabhuji. Are you finished now? Another home, Prabhuji. Switch it out. उनको ये लो मानिए. For that also he'll pray. Again he'll go in front of Venkateswara Swami. Venkateswara Swami, Promotion, illu. And that is why I look at Lakshmi Devi. Why did you give this fellow first one? Fellow has no gratitude for what we are doing him. Why do you give this fellow all these things? ఒక ఇల్లు ఉంది, పిల్లలకు ఇంకో ఇల్లు కావాలి, పిల్లలకు నువ్వు కావాలి, నీ ఇల్లు కాదు. Your children need you, not your houses. No, I will create so many properties and I will give to my children. When you have mentally handicapped and physically handicapped children, then you should think like that. Isn't it? Children who cannot take care of themselves, we'll care. Because that fellow cannot take care of himself. But if your children are capably being brought up, why do you have to accumulate properties for them like a goal of life? Right? You really think those properties will save them? You think that is a problem. You think that the properties will save them. How long will they save them? How long will they save them? They cannot. Prabhu, does it mean I should not say, Arey Baba, whatever God gave, use it, diligently, save it. Even Sanatana Goswami taught there has to be some money for emergency. There has to be some money for charity. Even Shastra is telling you have to keep some things, but don't make your goal of life. Even in devotees, sometimes I hear, Prabhuji, 5 more years, Prabhu, I'll attend all Sundays. Why? At least 2-3 crores I want to save for my son. That's a goal of life. Shocked. Why you want 2-3 crores for your son? I have to leave something, then I will become brilliant. You are mentally handicapped, bacha. What is the problem with your son? No problem with it. Problem is not with your son. Problem is with you. You don't have any faith in God. You are trying to create a material thing and you are thinking that material thing will save him. How many properties did Prahlad create in his name? When his father was attacking him. Anyway, after 3 days we'll discuss Katha, Krishna Katha. He had 0 properties. His only property was Narayan. His mother called him, Lilananda called Kayadu, please come here. Yes. Go make kheer. Go make nice kheer. And he said, okay, I'll make that kheer. And then he told, put this horrible poison in that kheer. And Kayadu told, what are you asking me, Prabhu? Why should I put that poison in that kheer? And for whom are you asking me to prepare this? For your son. Can a mother do that? He said, no. Why are you asking me to put poison in that? Why do you want me to put poison in? You are making me make that kheer for my son. And then he says, we were husband and wife before, then our children came. I am more important than your child. Follow my order. With so much of pain, she went and made that kheer. And just imagine, you are putting poison into the kheer which you are going to give your son. And she put that poison. And Lilananda is saying, give that to your son. And Prahlad is sitting in that, sitting there and is waiting for his mother to bring the kheer. Just see that. You cannot imagine what is going on there, right? Your father is sending poison in your mother's hands to be served to you. And Prahlad is smiling. Why is smiling? Because in that kheer of milk, he is seeing Ananta Shesh and he is seeing Vishnu sleeping on the milk ocean, telling, don't worry, feel it. I am there. And drink it. And Prahlad is like, bring me that. And in that poisoned milk, Prahlad saw milk ocean. And in that milk ocean he saw Lord Narayan sleeping. He said, I am there. Drink it. And he drank it. His mother was weeping, crying. My son is going to die now. I have given poison to him. And what quality, son? What qualities did Prahlad have? Most respectful, most obedient, most prayerful, most munificent, most beautiful, most gracious, the best qualities of a devotee. Desire fulfilling thing. Devotees are like that. Vancha kalpa draupyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavānabhyo namo Namaः. Can you say that mantra and give poison to a devotee? Who drink this? But Prahlad had full faith in Vishnu, had full faith in Narayana. He drank it. He drank it. And he was amazed. Hiranyakashipu was amazed. This fellow is, even when I'm supplying poison from his mother's hands, he is not trying. Because he was totally dependent on Krishna. Totally dependent on Krishna. In Bhagavatam, there is a verse, maybe discussed after 3 days, that Sukadeva Goswami says the feature of Prahlad is Krishna infected. The translation of that word is Krishna infected. Sanskrit word says infection. Right? We are lust infected, he is Krishna infected. And Krishna is completely, taken over his consciousness. And for such a person, can he leave the material world? Can he cut this material world and go? He doesn't even need to. He is already in the spiritual world. He is in this world but not of this world. Right? And even in that situation, he is not questioning his mother. Mother, why did you give me poison? You know that there is poison in that. He is not questioning his father. Why did you give me poison? He is not even asking that. He's like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am grateful that you are giving me this. Thank you, mother. Thank you, father. Thank you. And not just for criticizing. Sometimes when we have a fight, we thank each other. You spoiled my day. Thank you. Thank you. But that thank you doesn't have love in that. But here Prahlad is fully grateful when he is accepting the poison. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because Narayan is testing me. Narayan is blessing me. Narayan is taking care of me. No problem. What is there to achieve in this life, by the way? I have come here, heard Bhagavatam already from Narad Muni. Right? I have done my preaching also in my school. Right? Now Narayan wants me to come back to him. If he is coming in the room of poison, let me accept it. I have no problem. Completely detached of this world, but not of this world. In this world, but not in this world. Right? That is called cutting the roots of this tree. Accepting reversals as blessings. Right? As blessings and a plan of God. Prabhu, what is the worst thing that can happen to all of us in this material world? Krishna is hearing. Huh? Away from devotee association.
Coming back again.
Coming back again. Coming back again is the worst thing that can happen. Right? And
the knowledge of Supreme our Lord Krishna.
oh,
We use the knowledge in the Supreme Lord is Krishna. We use the knowledge from
you will forget that you are a Krishna devotee. Yeah, that's a very
No,
big.
not we missing the Supreme Lord is Krishna. We are missing the knowledge of Supreme Lord.
You don't know that Krishna is the supreme personality of God. Yeah. But these are all devotee answers. I want real answers. What is the real fearful thing for us in this world? That is also devotee answer. Only devotee thinks about death.
Losing more property.
Fear of losing someone like
A fear of losing somebody you love. Yes, that's one of the fears people have. What other fear we have?
Losing property.
Losing material opulences. I don't want to depend on God. I don't want to depend on God. Actually, that is the biggest problem that we all carry. Every person in this planet does not want to depend on God. कुछ भी करो, वो हालत में मत लेके जाओ. भगवान भरोसे नहीं जीना है. Actually, that is the root cause. It ultimately goes to that point. I don't want to depend on God. What is the most flourishing industry now? Pharma industry and insurance industry. Right? But pharma industry, insurance industry. What does it sell you insurance with? Huh? You already have insurance. That fellow will come and increase the fear and he'll top up. Top up. Top up what? Top up your depend. Top less your dependence on God. Come on. Whole world is topping up insurance, but a devotee is topping up faith. The difference, huh? Materialistic person is topping up insurance. I am topping up my faith in Krishna. Radhe Krishna Mare Koi? Mare Krishna. Right? That is a devotee. Right? But a non-devotee is topping up. How should I not depend on God? How should I have so much that I don't ask anybody money? How should I make sure that किसी के सामने हाथ नहीं फैलाना? You all get. If you lose everything, you can break down the street. You will not die of hunger because somebody will sponsor Nityam Darshan Seva. To drone of pressure you will get every day. You will not die of hunger. Problem क्या है? No. I have a plan to enjoy. I have a plan to enjoy, and I don't want to lose that. I don't want to depend. Because what if nobody sponsored that day? What if Lilananda Prabhu is busy? What will my family eat? Right? Prabhu, actually, if you look at it, the root cause is we don't want to depend on God. I don't want to depend on God. Everybody will do chanting 64 rounds, 108 rounds, then you have properties and money balance in the bank account. That's very easy to do. You're not depending on God. For you, that is also kind of entertainment only. I'm sorry to use that word. But real devotee is actually happy when he's fully dependent on God, Prabhu. Matajis and Prabhujis, you will actually experience happiness when you are completely dependent on God. I'm not telling for that you have to become a beggar. Consciously, I'm completely dependent on God. When you go to that point, you'll become completely happy. Problem is faith we don't have. You think Krishna will not take care of all of this? He will take care of all of this. We are chanting his name, but we are not chanting his name. We are chanting song name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. If you are there, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. If you are there, Hare Hare. Right? I told you an example some time ago that you are walking in the street and one person is walking behind you. It's a lonely street. And you are walking and he is walking behind you. Mid of the night. There's no one to save you, he's walking right behind you. And he's walking faster and faster. He's almost very close to you. And in the shadow, from behind light, you can see he has opened his hand like this, something is in his hand. You cannot walk faster than that. And you don't want to run. Because you don't know what's going to happen next. You're totally tense. What is going to happen next? He's right behind you. Actually, if he extends his hand, he will also touch you now. At that time, at that moment, you saw one constable-like person standing a little far. He may be on duty, he may not be on duty. He's wearing a khaki dress, standing a little far. What will happen to your fear? Hurry. Immediately, what happened? Till now you are like totally scared. Till now you are totally scared, you are literally shivering. What will happen to you? This might be your last walk on that road or this life. He might cut your neck, take everything that you have. Right? But just what happened? You saw that police. You didn't even talk to him. You didn't even go to him. You just saw that he's a police. Confidence बढ़ता नहीं बढ़ता? Huh? Immediately start walking straight. Are we seeing Krishna? Are we seeing here Krishna in there? Radha Shyam Sundar, Swayam Vigraha, Nadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karana, standing in front of us. Is he making us fearless? Because we don't have confidence that he is there. Our whole satsang Prabhus, our satsang Sunday evening, Sunday morning, Saturday evening, Saturday morning, this speaker, that speaker, you should only have one prayer when you are listening to that. Please give me the faith you have. Please give me the faith you have. Right? Every time I start my vehicle, I have this Prahlad Narsimha in my in the above the dashboard. Right? I'm sharing, because I heard a lot of lectures from my Guru Maharaj and from many other sannyasis. My love for Prahlad is more than love for Narsimha for some reason. Because I want the faith that this Prahlad has. He has full faith that Krishna is there. Full faith. When Narsimha Arati, when I start, before starting the Karya thing, I look at his lotus feet. Prahlad Maharaj, wo mere ko de do yaar. I want that. You have that in abundance. Give me that one thing. Just that one thing. Full faith that Krishna is there. And that's it. Prabhu, when you have that faith, no fear in the world can touch you. Nothing in the world can disturb you. And then you will become happy. Then you will become happy. Happiness doesn't come with things which will assure you some kind of insurance or assurance. Happiness comes when you depend on the eternal, which is Krishna. Right? This whole material world, this whole tree of material existence is making us not believe in Krishna. Prabhu, if you really chant tomorrow morning and ask that material desire also is fulfilled, but you have to chant with faith. What is it verse? Akama karma sir. Akama karma. Moksha kama udharani tivrena bhakti yogena yadeta purusham. Saying akama karma. Even if you have kama or akama, come to me. You ask me what you want, I will give you. Even though you are not pure, come to me. Even your desire is not pure, come to me. Don't go anywhere else. Because I will make sure I will fulfill the desire, I will remove the desire also. Depend on me. Depend on me. By coming to these classes, by attending this, seeing the lives of great sannyasis, you see the lives of great sannyasis, how they are dependent on Krishna. Right? How they are dependent on Krishna. Prabhu, the sannyasis don't have family now. You know that, right? Even if they have not been in touch with the family for 50 years, 40 years, proper disciples, they don't have a family now. उनका कुछ कोई भी नहीं है. Right? But they are completely fearless. Completely fearless. They go to any part of the world, they'll preach. And now their bodies are becoming so so weak, so vulnerable for anything. But have you seen them in fear? They are so happy when they are doing kirtan. You see, recently Indrajit Maharaj came. How joyfully he was singing the kirtan. Hare Krishna, like that, a little bit of Western accent. But he was like so happy, and just within 5 or 10 minutes, everybody got up and started dancing. Why? Because you can feel this person is giving Krishna, he has Krishna within, he has full confidence in Krishna. Maharaj has cancer, he has skin cancer. And he gets treated on that again and again and again, it comes back, goes. So many health issues he has. Right? Like Lilananda Prabhu came here. He has so many health problems. But when he was telling Krishna Katha, one word he told, Maya. That sound from his mouth cannot leave our ears. Can it? I am not able to forget that. I was sitting here, right here. And the way he told, Maya, if I tell it, you will not feel well. But when he told, it was like Krishna is speaking to Yashoda. Right? Does he have any fear of this material world, Dinabandhu Prabhu? Completely not. Wherever he is going, he is taking Vrindavan and going. He is the one who is happy. Devotees are the only people who can find happiness in this world. Anybody else cannot be happy. Even if you have all the properties of the world, even if you have all the influence of this world, even if you have all the except Krishna, you cannot be happy. You cannot be happy. Is any political leader happy? Not happy. Narendra Modi is happy. Because everyone is happy. Forget about the party that he works for. We already voted, right? No, बोले तो मैं बाद में बात कर लूँगा. Why is he happy? He is detached. At least I feel so. Whenever I look at him, this person is detached. He is doing his best. If some useless people will vote against and he loses, he will be peaceful. He continue to work what he is doing, or he will just become a yogi. That's what they are. They are doing real service without any attachment. You think he'll go to Adani or Ambani and tell, I help you so much, so you have to give me a bungalow? No. Detached. And that is why he is so successful. Prabhuji is not, this is the trait of a leader. He is completely detached. He is completely detached. He is not, I'm not comparing him to a pure devotee or anything. Let's not get into that kind of discussion. It's not a political discussion. I'm talking about a person who is serving the country, who is recreating, re-establishing, renewing all the holy places, one after the other, who is saying everybody needs to have a good life, sabka vikas, sabka saath, let everybody together. He is going in an agenda. He is going, and the whole world is respecting him. Whole world is respecting. Arey, have you seen any political leader coming and touching your feet, Baba, in other country? Why? Because they are seeing that fatherly figure in him. They are seeing that fatherly figure in him. Right? Ukraine and Russian war can stop only if this personality goes and speaks. There is nobody else they respect. Both the countries respect. Everybody is respecting. Why? It's simple. He is dependent on God. He is left the bhakta. He is dependent on God. By his actions, by his talk, we are able to see that he is above all these things. Right? Dependence on God will make you fearless and make you ready to go back to God. But if you are not dependent, if you are coming to satsang and still you are attached to all your properties, all your facilities, what is the use? And you are scared of austerity. Tell me, do you perform austerity Voluntarily or by force? What is austerity? When you do it voluntarily or by force? Right? When you do it voluntarily, that is tapasya. Not by force. Current will go now, AC will be switched off, everybody will sweat. Are you ready for it? Right? Are you ready for it? Yes. You should be ready for that. But how will you ready for that? When you learn to live without AC. When you voluntarily switch it off, saying, I don't want this kind of facilities. Once, Viral Kishore Prabhu came to our house in America. He's a brahmachari, some of you don't know him. He came to our house. And I bought a new cart in that bedroom. It was a 3-bedroom house. Literally bought a new cart. And a new, mattress. And a new pillow. And a new chadar. And a new this, and a new that, and a new bag as a gift. Orange color bag, brahmachari, orange color bag. Right? Orange color, bed pack, whatever you call it. Right? Orange color pillow. Orange. Right? Saffron, to be precise. Right? I bought all these things. And then, I kept everything ready. And then Prabhuji came. He was going to stay with us for 2 days. I was doing SSR session there. And I said, Prabhu, you come and give the conclusive class. Koi mera sun nahi raha hai, tum bologe to sunoge. And he came for DT installations. Nitai Gauranga in our house were getting installed. He just came into the house. He said, generally, how are you, Prabhu? Everything nice. It was already night. So, probably you can take this tomorrow morning. We'll do Mangalarati, we'll call you. It's in the hall. You look at the DTs, old DTs, new DTs, you look at it. Okay, the installation will happen tomorrow. All that. Then I showed the bedroom. Prabhuji, you can sleep here. He opened the door. Looked at that bed, looked at that neat, everything, this, that, everything kept, right? And then he looked at me. Is it for me? Is it for me? I said, Prabhu, everything, we have not used anything. Because they are brahmachari, you cannot give used things to brahmachari, especially grahasthas. Be mindful. Right? They maintain the purity, you have to deal at that level. Prabhu, I know your love for me. You want to give all these things to me. You bought this bedroll, socks. I told you? Yeah, I told you. Saffron socks, saffron sweater, saffron jacket. My wife was there for selection. We went to different places in that place, all malls. We went, searching saffron. This, that bag, everything can be packed into that bag. Made everything like a gift. You can take it with you. And he just opened his backpack. From he moved a chadar. He kept put it on the ground. And he said, I don't need a pillow, I sleep on this. My falsity was broken. Because I wanted to be the best grahastha who served the best brahmachari. Bolla na? Go. What is this? Then he said one thing, it was an amazing statement, which I'll never forget in my life. He said, Prabhu, if I get a tendency of carrying so many things, you are pushing me into grahastha ashrama. You are making me depend on things. You are making my baggage very heavy. I don't have any baggage. All I have is a backpack. In that backpack, I have my laptop, I have my charger, I have my hard disk, I have my 2 sets of clothes. That's it. That's all I have. Maybe a little soap to wash them. That's it. One razor to shave my head wherever I go for the program. 1 tilak box, 1 kartal, 1 Bhagavad Gita. That's my backpack. Why are you adding all these things? If you, with your love, if you add all these things, you are going to make me, you're trying to push me towards dependence. I get used to all these things now. Then after that, if I go to somebody's house, I'll go with a backpack and a big suitcase. Right? I can do Sankirtan without that suitcase right now. I'm just holding a backpack. I need to pull a kaptar and I can do. But can I do Sankirtan with a suitcase? Right? So, I mean, it's kind of new to Casey. I didn't understand what am I doing. But later on I understood it was actually an offense. It's not right to show that kind of allurement. Brahmachari should not be looking forward for that also. And he was teaching me that this is called spiritual life. And Prabhuji, it's not only applicable to brahmachari, it's also applicable to. We should learn to live simple. We should learn to take some austerity. Not by force, not when the current goes. When the current is there. I don't want it. But as a devotee, when you call somebody for a program, you need to on this. Not for me, for the devotees. Like as well as Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was renovating the Chowpatty Temple Hall. In the history of ISKCON, first ISKCON temple maybe, that's what I heard from a devotee, which had centralized AC in the entire hall. And I think Gauranga Prabhu shared this. Sorry if it's not, but this Gauranga Prabhu. We went and asked Maharaj, why do you need air condition? As it is, people are sleeping. With AC, they'll snore. But Maharaj is like, no, Prabhu, they are coming in so much sun. They're sweating. I want, at least till the time they are in front of Shri Radha Gopinath, they should be peaceful. They should be comfortable. They should have a good ambience, good atmosphere. Right? They should. Very particular. Very particular. For devotees. Not for self. He's a yogi. He was living in caves of Himalayas. I don't think there is AC there. Right? If you read his Journey Home book, it's madness what all he went through. Hare Bhava, like somewhere running in some country, one fellow chasing him to kill him. One place, he's sleeping in a cave where there is literally, once he was sleeping in a cave in Himalaya, just imagine this. How many of you have slept in a cave? You don't know, right? Today night you sleep in your balcony to start with. That's a good beginning. Right? Go and sleep in a balcony. Cave means you don't know what is inside it. Cave means you don't know what is inside. That's why it's a cave. Right? He slept in that cave, little cave, somewhere in the jungle. And if you die there also, nobody will know. It's not like somebody will get a signal, oh, this fellow is sleeping there, it did not come out for 2 days, maybe we'll go and check. Nobody will come and check. There are caves in the forest. Nobody will know they exist or you exist. Is it scary, I'm trying to create that background. Cavish feeling I'm giving. So he went and slept in this cave and he had one candle. He had one small candle. And he lit that candle and he kept that candle there, and before he sleeps, like when the night comes, he gets in his sleep. So the candle was going down and down, and how many people understand what is a candle here? Children, you know what is a candle? Is there nobody has candles in their houses? In my time, we used to have stock of candles. Anyway, so this candle is going down, and Maharaj is, he just lies on the floor. And the candle is going down and down and down and down and down. It's a very close cave. Like the roof is right here. You know what I'm saying? Very thin cave, maybe this height. Maharaj describes it. So he's sleeping. And right before the time when the candle light is going to stop, you know how it stops, right? It goes, then the smoke comes and it's done. Right? Just before that, one big spider came on the wall like this. One big spider. It just came on the wall in front of him and the light went away. Can you imagine? You can't imagine. Right? He is in that cave, he's sleeping. The last thing that he saw was a huge spider right in front of him above, and the light went away. For the spider, it doesn't make a difference. But you are sleeping there. Now, should I get up? Should I slowly go outside? Where is the spider right now? I can't see the spider. Is it going to fall on me? Will it go backwards? Will it come back? Nothing. What will you do in that situation? What can you do in that situation? And in that situation, Maharaj is remembering an experience and a teaching from a forest, some sage in the forest that he previously lived with. Right? He remembers that situation. And what is the lesson there? That particular person, he lives in the thickest forest. And wild animals, cheetahs, tigers, leopards, horrible things can go around him. And he lives in that forest. Not like he sleeps on the tree, he just lives there. And he cannot speak English. And Maharaj doesn't understand Hindi. And they both had a conversation. And Maharaj understood what he told. Right? So he asked, how can you live between these wild animals? How can you live between these wild animals? Don't you get fearful? And that particular person told an amazing answer. Right? And Maharaj even learned from that person. Everywhere he went, he was learning. This person is learning something, this person is learning, this country is learning something. So he went there. And this person he told, when you are God conscious and you see God in everybody and you respect their independence and you respect their space, they will not attack you. And it's a question of consciousness. Completely consciousness. It's nothing to do with your physical ability or your arms and ammunition. It's pure consciousness of allowing everybody's space. Right? And he told, even if a tiger comes, you are not feeling anyway uncomfortable because you have no problem with his existence. And he also will not have a problem with your existence. You should have the faith. Even in that situation, be respectful to every living entity. In a marriage relationship also. If your husband is like a tiger, or a jackal, or a fox, or a pig, whatever it is, just give him his space. He'll be happy. He'll be peaceful. Just give him space and be respectful, whatever you are. Right? And Maharaj remembered that in that cave, the light went away. He remembered, I have to allow that space for the spider. Let him walk. Let him walk. It's his cave. I came and slept in his cave. Uska cave hai. So let me just be peaceful. He just slept. Can you sleep? The spider walking around in that cave, such a big spider in the middle of the night, and there is nobody even if you shout. So Prabhu's, sadhu means he looks Pandita Samadarshina. He sees everybody at the same level and he has no problem with anyone. There's no problem with anyone. No wonder, Maharaj has dealt with spiders also like that. He's able to deal with disciples like me, who are worse than that spider. Right? Sometimes gurus have to deal with disciples who are worse than that spiders. The spider is minding his own space. Here I'll not mind my own space. I'll go and complain in front of the guru. About whom? About other gurus, about other disciples, about somebody else in ISKCON, somebody else in devotional society. Huh? This person did that person did that. Did the spider do anything like that? Did it tell? What are you doing in my cave? Spider didn't tell anything. The spider just went. Right? Once one couple went to my Guru Maharaj, in Chopati. They are, they were having big fight. They decided to, that beautiful thing that couples say to each other, right? Damki. What is it? मैं तलाक दे दूंगी. I will divorce you. Something like that. So Maharaj said, okay, let me have a talk with them. So he's a sannyasi. He's talking to a couple. And then the wife and husband are sitting. And he asked, what is it? I'm not able to tolerate him, Maharaj. I'm not able to tolerate him. The husband, I'm not able to tolerate her, Maharaj. Maharaj, I'm tolerating both of you. I'm tolerating both of you. Tell me what is the problem. You have tolerance. And the root is what, Prabhu? What is the root? Again, let's go back to the root. The root is what? No dependence on Krishna. No dependence on Krishna. Do you have dependence on Krishna? When you are going through a bad time, do you have dependence on Krishna? You cannot have dependence on Krishna. That is the problem. That is the reason you are unhappy. And next week, our entire topic is going to be dependence on Krishna. What is the dependence? This Wednesday. What is the dependence that this 5-year-old boy had? Right? And how he was so happy in all the situations. And this festival comes year and year and year. So, how we all attended Narshim Chaturdashi 10 years ago. We all attended 9 years ago. We attended in 2020 also. Now we are attending in 2024 also. What is the difference between me attending in 2024 versus me attending in 2014? Dependence. With every Nachinda Chaturdashi, I am hearing the same pastime. I am not going to manufacture a new pastime. Don't think, I will tell a story where Narsimdev came from somewhere else and, Prahalad was a 10-year-old boy. No, it's the same story you will hear again. But our dependence on Krishna should increase. That is the whole goal. Bhagavatam means dependence on Krishna. Every story in Bhagavatam is about increasing our dependence on Krishna. Dhruva, dependence on Krishna. Prahlad, dependence on Krishna. Rantidev, dependence on Krishna. Ambarish Maharaj, dependence on Krishna. Prithu Maharaj, Krishna is coming and telling, don't score a century, 99 is okay. Let Indra take, the horse. Dependence on Krishna. Bali Maharaj, Atma Nivedana, complete dependence on Krishna. Laga the sir ke upar. Right? And not only that, what did he do after that? He got him bound. Insulting also, right? He got thoroughly insulted. After being the emperor of the whole planets, he is being bound like a prisoner and thrown into a jail. Can you imagine? And who is doing that? Who is doing that? Your worshipable Lord is doing that. Not any Dushman is doing that. Your worshipable Lord, the one to whom you gave away everything. Your kingdom also, your everything also is now putting you in jail. And still, did he decrease his faith? Not a tinge. And so many stories in Bhagavatam, right? Every single person in Bhagavatam is coming. The source of Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj. Complete dependence on Krishna. I'm going to die now. Prabhu, actually, the beautiful gallery that we made of Bhagavatam, is it beautiful? Yeah. It should be. It should be. It's the most important thing. It's the most important in this whole hall. That's the most attractive thing. This is the most attractive thing. That book shelf is the most attractive thing because that is what is gold. Right? Recently we were discussing on Bhagavad Gita saying, how much gold do you have in your house? Kitna sona? Kirna? How much gold in your house? That is the problem. Suri Mati, how much gold in your house? Come on, Mataji. You don't have Bhagavatam set? 30 kgs gold is there already. That is gold. Then Chaitanya Charitamrita, another kitna? Prabhu?
20 kg.
No.
8 kg. 8 kg.
No, not 5 kgs.
8 kg. 15 or something.
This is
8 kg.
15 kgs and 8
8
kgs.
kg.
So, Anuradha, how much gold do you have in your house?
23 kg.
Oh.
Sets of it.
Gold mine. Gold mine. Gold mine.
Gold mine, hundreds of places.
Right? Prabhupada has left gold in our houses, Prabhus. The real gold Prabhupada has left in our houses. And we are searching for that gold. On Akshay Tritiya day, we can give gold to others. What is that gold? Right? On Bhadra Purnima day, we can give gold to others. But do we believe it is gold? We will believe it's gold when we start reading that gold, when we start experiencing that gold. Right? We have to read Prabhupada books every day, Prabhu. Little bit at least. Sometimes, how many of you are in connection with Prabhupada Vani? You hear one lecture of Prabhupada at least once in a week. Just browse it. Really? I'm very happy actually, seeing these many hands. You should never lose connection, no matter who your guru is. Any sannyasi can be your guru. Don't lose connection with Prabhupada Vani. He is the founder, acharya of this institution. And he has given everything to all of us. Even our gurus, whether it is recently Gopal Krishna Maharaj, his own Gopal Krishna Maharaj left his body. He used to hear every day Prabhupada's purports for 2 hours. Can you believe it? For 2 hours. Now, why did he have the time for 2 hours? Every day when he's doing Abhishek of his Gaur and Nitai and he's doing Abhishek of his Prabhupada deity and Shaligrams and all his deities, is the servant's job, the service of his servant is to sit there and read Prabhupada's purports. Every day. 2 hours, Maharaj used to hear Prabhupada purports. 2 hours, non-stop. No wonder Maharaj did so many miracles. No wonder he served ISKCON like nobody else has served before. He's an unbelievable sannyas. He's a Prabhupada's man. Right? By associating with such sannyasis, we get a little bit of the faith that they have, a little bit of qualities that they have. Right? Prabhus, we should not take spiritual life cheaply. And we should not take Vaishnava association cheaply. When a great sannyasi comes to the city, run to take his darshan. His darshan means what? Allow him to see me. Bhar Mohan is rude. English में क्या बोलते हैं? सच्चू मोहन is rude. तेरे लोग मंचूर देगा बोलेंगे. ये सड़ी सूरत को देखो. एक बार देखो. है कि नहीं? Huh? So many angles we want to see your face when you are combing. Then take a picture. Have you seen Krishna? If you go and take a picture, he stands like this. He doesn't do this like this. Nothing he does. Nava Yavanam Cha. Right? He is the most beautiful. He doesn't have to make a face to be beautiful. And more beautiful than Krishna are his devotees. Have you seen Prabhupada's smile? Have you seen the picture of Prabhupada there? I like that picture the most. I'm sorry, I didn't ask anybody's permission to print that. But I wanted that picture where Prabhupada dances. Big smile on his face. And he's dancing. Jai, jai, jai. Right? He's dancing. He's showing the world how to be happy. Right? And all his disciples are also like that. No matter what is happening in their life, they are happy. Kadamba Kanan Maharaj, how he left the planet. Hare Krishna. Completely oblivion to the cancer he had. We went to meet, we went to Vrindavan. I was with 5 or 6 people. Who all came with me that day? You were also there that day?
Little behind, but
Oh, yeah. 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 I want to take darshan of Maharaj. I was very particular. My entire trip was to take darshan of Maharaj because I knew that Maharaj is leaving. And I want Maharaj to look at me. Because Maharaj looks at me. Maybe once he goes back to Krishna, when he's speaking to Krishna, when he's conversing with Krishna, what all he did, some corner he might Krishna. Krishna, by the way, one fellow came in Vrindavan. I think his name is Lilananda. Cut ticket, khatam. Easiest way, right? Isn't it the easiest way? If a sannyasi remembers your name, for what? But he will not remember because I didn't serve him. Prabhuji Mataji's, the easiest and the surest way for all of us to leave this material tree, and the easiest and the surest way to go back to Krishna is serve in such a way a devotee remembers you. That's it. Just do that. Serve in such a way a devotee remembers you. If he remembers you, हो गया प्रभु, your job is done. और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. And not remembers you for one thing you did, he always remembers you. Right? You're doing something for Prabhupada. The only way you can please your spiritual master is support him in what he is doing. Whichever way you can. There is one devotee in America, Vijay Gopal Prabhu, he is a disciple of Indrajani Maharaj. He has a broken marriage, he went through a lot of divorce, and he has an elder son, then another wife. The other wife she's good, but he always has trouble with her. And he's a Polish white person. He used to come to my house, we both used to sit down and talk. So he told me one amazing thing. He said, Prabhu, my Guru Maharaj, Indrajani Maharaj, he does festivals in service of Prabhupada. And he does vibrant festivals, big festivals. And my Guru Maharaj told me, help me in doing these festivals. But I have this broken marriage, I have this job which I can't leave, I can't go with my elder son, first wife's son, younger daughter, second wife's daughter, with all this situation, I don't know what to do. But I told my Guru Maharaj, Maharaj, is it okay if I just give you every year a sizable amount for your festivals? And Maharaj looked into my eyes and said, I will accept it. And for the last 15 or 20 years, then itself, every year, whatever declaration is to do, income tax, whatever refund is to get, in US you get a big refund sometimes. Yeah, I forgot that calculation. He will just transfer that to Maharaj. There is no thinking. It's not my money. And if the refund increases also, decreases, he will add to that and he will send. But he will send. And that service makes Maharaj remember him. And Maharaj gave him second initiation also. And even now, wherever he is, in whichever corner of the world he is, whatever he is going through, he's an environmental engineer. I don't know what he does, but that's what he told me. Environmental engineer. Right? He visits factories and he checks their environment compliance, all that thing.
Pollution check.
Pollution, yeah, the simplest way of saying pollution check. So he does that, and he doesn't make a big money. It's a very simple job, and he does this for his Guru Maharaj, and his Guru Maharaj is very happy and pleased. And every time his Guru Maharaj meets him, he gives a gift for his son. And he says, "You go and give this to your elder son, because I know you had a broken marriage." And he told him that, "Vijay Gopal, I always think about you." Very good. Come. If you want to serve your Guru Maharaj, not just his Guru Maharaj. His Guru Maharaj told, serve all Vaishnavas. He was very senior to me. I was not even initiated then, I was preaching. He used to come and sit in my class. Just imagine, he's so senior, so much philosophy, so much knowledge. I used to tell, Prabhu, please, you come and talk. It's embarrassing for me to sit in front of you. He's 20 years in Krishna consciousness. Very senior. He can do fire sacrifice, fire yajna. He's Brahman initiated. He actually can do yajna and all that he can do. Right? He used to say, no, I am learning how to preach to Indians from you. You do your preaching, he used to tell you. He used to sit there. And once he called us to his house in the mountains. It's a weird house, Prabhu. Like you have to go up the hill on the car. If you put a brake, you don't know whether you go down or up. That kind of hill. You go there, and then there is. And I told that I tried to make a pizza for him when he came to my house. The American nice pizza I made, base and all. He told, "You come to my house, I will also make you eat a pizza." Basically, he was trying to tell that what you are making is masala roti, not pizza. He wanted to feed me a nice pizza. So he called me and my wife and my 2 kids. We went there. And there was a brick oven. First time I saw a brick oven. Actually in the wild, in the mountains, in the house, brick oven. My God. I don't think we eaten such kind of pizza anywhere else. He made it in the evening. In the morning, the oven is still hot. After the fire is also gone. That kind of. And if you keep your hand inside, all your hair will burn. That is the kind of heat it produces inside. Stays within the brick oven. And this class is not about brick oven. But he showed how he is serving Vaishnavas. And is very good at swimming. Then after that, he took me to some wild river, he and his wife. And we went. Remember that? Some river. I was like, "Are you going to jump into this?" I said, "Yeah, are you not going to jump into this?" I said, "Forget about it. I'm not going to do this." And these Europeans, they have this wild thing, his wife jumped and she swam to the other side of the island. Big lake actually. And he jumped into it. Prabhu, please come. I said, "Prabhu, I'm praying from here. You go." But what I'm saying is, his life, if you look at it, an outsider will never even guess how blessed he is. He's serving his Guru Maharaj. His life is for his Guru Maharaj. Inside his heart. And his Guru Maharaj is thinking about him. Among the thousands of disciples, he's thinking about his service. Not for the money. Not for the money. But for the sincere effort he's putting to serve him. In his limited condition. In spirit. Our spiritual life. Have we reached a point where you think a Vaishnava is praying for you? If we have not, then we are still risking our life. Because Krishna is only going to accept when a Vaishnava prays for you. Your Vaishnava is thinking for you. It's very important, Prabhu. Very important. Yeah. We go and ask, "Please pray for me." It's become a standard dialogue. Sometimes, we don't even mean it. Once one couple went to go with Prabhu in Chapati. They told, "Prabhu, please pray for my child." Going through world. पैदा तू किया प्रेम ही करना. Giving birth, I have to pray for him. What is going on? What is happening? Just a joke he told. But actually, that's a very important line we say when we go in front of devotees. Please pray for me. Pray for me for what? Remember me. But why should I remember you? What did you do? What in your limited capacity you did? Have you done something that is worthwhile that will attract attention of a pure devotee? Like once when His Holiness Jayavataka Maharaj was here, Lakshmikant Prabhu, where is he? He made a video, Hare Krishna. And Maharaj looked at the video. First video of Radha Madan Mohan, teaser he made. Beautiful. Like this clip, ये clip पूरा निकाल के कुछ जिमिक करते हैं लोग, बना दिया, sound लगा के. Maharaj looked at that video and immediately I think, Bhagavad Krishna Prabhu called me. Maharaj, Lilananda, he and his group, they are doing these videos. Maharaj looked at that and he said, I want many videos like this. Many videos like this. Right? Remember that? Yeah? So where are the many videos? Let's make some ready. Maharaj's health is good. By the way, Narsimha Chaturdashi is coming. Please pray for the pain that is going through. That it decreases. He's in very lot of pain right now. Jayakar Maharaj is going through a lot of pain. You should pray for it. Whatever is Krishna's will, but the pain should be less. He will not suffer. They are pure devotees. They will not suffer. Suffering is our choice. Pain is inevitable. We can decrease the pain should be decreased. Let's ask. Krishna will definitely take care of Maharaj, no doubt about it. Right? But next time whenever Maharaj comes, let's have just 2 videos to show. If Maharaj comes to the center, I am asking them, please bring Maharaj to the center. Yeah, we should do that. I'll tell one more. Once His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj came to our satsang. How many were there, Kate? In my own Krishi we had the satsang. So I was thinking what to do. What should I do to make sure that Maharaj remembers? I'm a very greedy fellow. Therefore, I'm a business person. I want mercy. Full mercy. Come nahi. कुछ ना कुछ करना है. क्या करना है? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Then Lakshmikant Prabhu made a big poster of Maharaj. Beautiful poster actually. He asked me what should be there on the poster. I said Maharaj likes cows. Maharaj likes agricultural fields. He is towards Varnashram Dharma. And he made this huge, 20 feet by 10 feet poster, something. Huge poster. High resolution. Nice smile of Maharaj. In the background, you see what else. Then there were some quotes about cows and cow protections. Some posters. Krishna and cows. Keep that. What else. Then finally, I got the idea. Why not bring the cow? Yes, the gated community. Why not bring the cow itself? Because Maharaj may not see this useless place, but he'll see that cow. Right? And exactly that's what happened. I got 2 cows from my Goshala, Subhadra and Surmi. Both of them are very nice cows. Right? And they came with their calves. And they were standing. And Maharaj got down from the car. Till then he did not see the cows. Maharaj was coming down the stairs. And as soon as he saw the both cows, he was so happy. I could see his eyes filled with tears. And he looked at me. I barely know him. I was requesting his association with Srinam Prabhu for a long time. Oh, whenever, actually I want Maharaj to come here if it's possible, but I don't know when he's coming here. But then Maharaj came, and as soon as he looked at the cows, till then, who is Lilananda is not important. But after that he turned towards me. You actually brought the cows for me to see them? He said, Maharaj, you like cows, so the cows are here. Then he just patted on the back. Good. Transaction bun gaya. है कि नहीं? I mean, that's not, you should not look at a pure devotee's mercy, the cheapest will that I did that he'll remember me. But he was happy. For that one moment, he was happy. And then I told Maharaj, please come to my little Goshala, there are few cows and taking care. Oh, yes, 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 nice. And the whole remaining time he was, another time again he told me, I was very happy you brought cows here. I said, really, Maharaj, thank you. Because cows are come. His entire, contribution to ISKCON is about bringing that Daivi Varnashram system. And that is not without cows. And he likes to see how we are contributing to that mission of Prabhupada, right? In whatever capacity we can, right? So, Prabhus, we do that in our life also. We do that, right? We do that in our offices also. How to impress a boss? करते हैं ना, मस्का मारते हैं ना, right? इधर भी थोड़ा करो यार. Look at what our gurus want. Make them happy. Do what they like us to do. One guru likes preaching, one guru likes kirtan, one guru likes Daivarnashram, one guru likes book distribution. I mean, gurus also like everything else. I'm just saying the main item that they go with. Right? One guru likes Vaishnava Seva, how you are taking care of Seva, Vaishnava Seva, how are you? Right? Focus on that areas. We already have given how to do, what to do to go back to God. We don't need a manual there. We all already have it. Right? Just do that. Just do that and that's it. And they will remember you. Right? Loknath Maharaj was here. Right? Loknath Maharaj was here and Maharaj liked the community preaching. I showed all the pictures of it. I always keep a PowerPoint presentation with everyone's pictures. Because Maharaj will see the picture and does that devotee. So everybody's picture is Aswat Prabhu's picture is there, Arvind Prabhu, Subhara Prabhu, everybody's picture is there. Whoever is preaching, Praveen Prabhu. Huh? So Maharaj looked at all that. And then he said, very good, you are serving Prabhupada's mission. Then Maharaj, I want your blessings. Oh, you are blessed. Blessing. Right? And then Sakyaprem Prabhu sent me a recording after 3-4 months or maybe 4 months. Maharaj in some other place is having breakfast. And suddenly he remembered our congregation. And he said, what is the place you went? That nice preaching they are doing. I think we should tell the devotee or call the devotee or something like that. And he removed that clip and he sent it to me also. Recommendation gaya. Krishna ke paas recommendation gaya. So that's all, Prabhu. Philosophy, Prabhupada is telling, such a big Prabhupada is writing so that you can follow the footsteps of great acharyas and increase our dependence on Krishna. And the greatest wealth is not any insurance, any top-up, but the greatest wealth is blessings of a devotee. Right? Blessings of a devotee. And we all want blessings of Prahlad Maharaj. We all want blessings of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is that devotee who has inspired so many with his devotion, with his dependence on Krishna in all situations of life. Complete dependence on Krishna in all situations of life. And my humble request to every one of you is make a plan. I'm ending this. It's late already, but make a plan. Like you have a material plan, we all have a material plan. है ना? July 31st income tax returns you have to file. We all have a material plan. Prabhuji and Mataji, let us have a spiritual plan. Let us have a spiritual plan. And what should be in that plan? No doubt, improve our chanting, improve our sadhana, but serve devotees. At least some devotees should remember you from their heart for some time, once in a while. For good reasons. you can make a whole world remember you for wrong reasons. That's not the point. For good reasons. Right? For something that you have done for Prabhupada. And if you really want to please any of the Prabhupada disciples, whether it is Bhakti Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, Loknath Maharaj, Navayogendra Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj, anybody. The only thing you should do is spread the Krishna consciousness movement. You'll be very happy. And spread it with your heart, not as a mechanical way. Even if 5 people are coming, continue your effort. Continue your effort. Wherever you are, in your house, in your neighborhood, every town and village, every street. A devotee's house should not be a house where only his people live. A devotee's house should be a house where people come to take shelter of Prabhupada. Open the gates. Open the gates. Show your real wealth. 16 plus 23 kgs of gold. Our gold लगाओ. We have 23 kgs gold in our house. It's a good idea, right? I think I'll do that. लगा देता हूँ बार gold. You will keep 100 kgs, huh?
Everybody is missing, there is somewhere.
Prabhuji has a lot of stock of gold. If somebody wants, you can take it. Yeah. So, let us introduce that to others. And Prabhu, when we are doing this activity, to please the Vaishnavas, then automatically you will get all the good qualities. All the good qualities automatically will come into you. Because Krishna will take care of you, your faith will increase, and you will buy the mangoes at the right time. Hare Krishna, you will not buy in the beginning, you will not buy it late. You will just buy it at the right time. Because you're not greedy. You're not greedy. You have tolerance. You have patience. And your senses will come into your control. Everything will happen provided the root is properly prepared. And that is faith in Krishna. Service to Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna. I will stop it here. So, any reflections or anything you want to add? Nothing? Okay, what were the 2-3 things that you felt helped you by coming here today? Anything at all? Can you pass on the mic? There is a mic. Somebody has a mic? Yeah. No. Yeah, here is the mic. Pass on. Yeah, at least one. You know, whatever touch your heart, what you think you want to take it back.
Serve in such a way that the devotee
Is Aarti plate ready?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dharmasana. Prahlad Maharaj Prabhuji also said, he is the role model to all the devotees,
Yes, correct.
not the playing actors or others. Everyone have a role model in their life, but in the spiritual life, we should have Prahlad Maharaj as a role model.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Anybody else? Raju Prabhu wants to say something. Thank you, Brahma Mataji. Brahma Mataji and my mother and few others are going to go to the Nico village for a yatra for a week. Let's wish them all the best with 3 Lord Haribols. Haribol! Haribol! And by the way, Her Grace Vishakha Priya Mataji is coming. And she is going to do a camp for all Matajis, especially young Matajis. You know, we all think we are all young always, but you know, unmarried Matajis, you know, for young girls, so that you can become wonderful Vaishnavis and take care of the whole family. So she is doing some special seminars. You can invite your friends also. Right? Please contact my wife. When is the seminar? Next weekend. So she will tell you. She will post in the group. Please post in. How many are not there in the Gachibowli group? Please flip your hand. You are not there. There is somebody back behind. So please. And who is the admin here? Please flip your hand. Admin of the group. Yeah. So my wife is the admin. Padma Mataji is the admin. There are 2 hands which are lit. That Prabhuji there and that Mataji there. Please help them. Please reach out to her. She is sitting there. Padma Mataji. Could you see both of them? Yeah. No, just stand up. Sorry, Mataji. Yeah. So please reach out to her. Please reach out to her. Yeah. So she'll post in the group about these camps. There's special sessions happening. Special sessions. So please take advantage. It's a very good training for Matajis. And I wish there were some trainings for Prabhujis also, married Prabhujis or unmarried Prabhujis. Yeah, yeah. Huh? 8th and 9th of June, which is Saturday and Sunday. We'll tell you the location wherever it's happening. All girls above the age of 15, 16 can go. Yeah. Raj, bro, you want to say something?
Since enjoyment should not be like as our mission. It should be in regulated way.
Sense enjoyment should be in a regulated way.
This time not forcing us to
Stop.
Yeah.
He is doing it is regulated. Buy the mangoes at the right time. Thank you. Anybody else? Any other reflection? Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Just pass the mic to Prabhuji. We'll just wrap up. Just wanted to wrap up.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Important point was Sarva the Vaishnava the Vaishnava humanity from Maya.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mataji is saying something. Just quickly, just 2 more reflections, we are stopping. Yeah. Yes.
Sir, Guru and Vaishnavas in
On it.
Sir, Guru and Vaishnavas in such a way they remember at least for a while from their heart.
Little bit, something we have done.
Yeah.
Like Mahesh Prabhu also, Indraduni Maharaj will not forget. He is the only person on the planet who sold the 49th set for 20 times. 49th book. When Maharaj is actually signing and looking, this fellow is continuously telling 49th book, 49th book, 49th book. Just to encourage people that become the 50th person to buy the book and he sold 20 books like that. So Maharaj holded him tightly. Yes, he's my warrior. Yes. Hare Krishna. Anything else? Okay.
Accepting reversals as a blessing.
Accepting reversals as a blessing. Actually accepting everything as a blessing. Everything. Right? You have a horrible husband. I'm sure many will say, don't lift your hands. You have an amazing wife. Don't lift your hands. Whichever way it is, this way or that way, it's a blessing of.
Root cause of all problems is not dependent on Krishna.
Rolling?
Root cause of all problems is not depending on.
We also discussed that the root cause, actually the root cause of the problem is we are not depending on Krishna. We are depending on all the other material things. No harm in having material facilities, no harm in having big properties, but that should not decrease your dependence on Krishna.
This material world is designed not to depend on Krishna.
This material world is designed not to depend on Krishna. Everything else.
Have patience for the right time. Don't be too early or too late.
Have patience for the right time. Don't be too early or too late. Too late also is problem. Too early also is problem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is small Nashing Aarti and then we'll have Gaurati and we'll wrap up. Okay. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, once again, 22nd of this month, which is this week, Wednesday, is Narasimha Chaturdashi, and we are having Abhishekam of Sri Prahlad Narasimhadev here in the center, starting at 5:30. If you come at 6:30, you will miss the Abhishekam. We will start on time. We are fasting till dusk. Actually, Narasimhadev appeared in the afternoon, but he fought with Hiranyakashipu till dusk, and he killed Hiranyakashipu at dusk. Right? I recently learned that. But more than his appearance is his mercy to Prahlad. So we celebrate till dusk. So we do fasting till dusk. Until he kills Hiranyakashipu, we'll fast. So, Hare Krishna. So we are having this, we'll have a katha. You'll have to tolerate me for one more day in a week. Already once is enough. But we'll hear some Narasimha katha. Okay? And we'll increase our dependence on Krishna. We'll have feast that day. If anybody wants to sponsor the feast, or some part of the feast, or all the feast, or all the feast, or no feast and little bit feast, whichever way, Shri Gopal Prabhu is smiling there, you can meet him. Yeah, and he will take care of your desire to sponsor the feast. Whatever little amount you want to give, you can give, and Prabhuji will take care of it in for cooking and other purposes, right? And by the way, we are going to form some committees for the center, and we'll need some subcommittees also after that for taking care of the center properly. Devotee care committee, cleanliness and maintenance committee, some finance and what do you call that, collection committee, and some committee for spreading outreach around. It's almost a year, and we could not do much in the center. We're just doing the Sunday feast and some festivals, but we want to increase that. So we'll be forming these committees, and some of the members in the committee will outreach to all of you to come forward and take up some services. In your available time, please come forward and use your skills to help all of us. Shortly we'll announce, and the committee names will be kept on that wall there under that light with the contact numbers, right? So you can always outreach and take care of it enthusiastically. And when you do that service, what will happen? Some Vaishnava will remember you. Namaste Narasimhaya. भक्त विनाश के नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म प्रदाचार्य स्तोत्र दिवान में ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म प्रदाचार्य स्तोत्र दिवान में भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्णा गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की, गंगे माई की, यमुने माई की, भक्ति देवी की, गंगा तुलसी महारानी की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So please, you all can get up and remove the carpet. We will have Gaurarti. And then we have Prashadam. Prashadam will be served here. Still the construction is going on the top floor. Once it's done, maybe we'll recompare the place. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.